Defensive Productions has a thing that works, and I've got a business partner, Amin. He sits in the background.
Oh, right. It's the hashtag DDP Live.
We know.
Thank you for watching the video. That you can find the whole thing by going to either Longbox. Well, it's not up there yet. You can go to the YouTube page, Longbox.FM, on there, and also subscribe, do that thing, because there's going to be more stuff like that going on. We got Jeffy Potato up there, and I heard there's an Antifa thing coming soon. Yeah,
I'm scared.
And I have people that I work with that say, "Oh, dude, tell me," and that's going up on 4chan immediately. So, I got. There's gonna be more coming. This is the hashtag DDP Live here in Longbox.FM studios, and of course the beer and everything. And the reason we do what we do is all because of Riley's Brewing.
Thanks, Riley's.
Now,
happy birthday again.
To remember, I'm still holding the actual physical, literal sack of potatoes right now.
Can you hold that up to your head real quick? The resemblance is just...
Eat one, man. This weekend, and this is what the second topic here tonight is all about. This weekend, some stuff popped off. Now, to backtrack a little bit, the last couple years of doing my old show, one of the questions that we always asked on this to any artists or anybody coming in, a promoter like Art Silva coming in next week, any chance we could, we would ask the question... Artist versus promoter versus venue. What is wrong here in the Valley, the scene, all that stuff? Now, and I've always been concerned about trying to help out and create a better local scene and doing something. So Cockamamie Jamie this last weekend popped off with a post. He just went for it. And, this is up his alley recently. He's just being honest and calling out things that need to be called out. By the way, as we continue with this, please... call me, 492-0450, or simply, as I'm doing my speech here, just text it, hitting up the YouTube page or the Facebook page. We're watching all of them. We will respond to your comments.
We want to know what you think.
This is important because this is not only our local scene and the Central Valley, this is a bigger, grander scale. The whole point of all this was about the pay-to-play system.
Yeah.
Now, you, Anthony, has said that you didn't know exactly what that was about because you don't play, you don't perform, you're not on stage, you're not all that. You do IT.
Yeah, I do IT and I sit here.
Good job, man.
I do that too, except for the IT.
You just sit there
and drink.
Yeah.
And drink,
The pay-to-play thing is basically, I'll keep it as simple and easy as possible. Bands would, like Anthony, you got a new band coming up called the Dipshits, and you want to perform at a show. That's easy. As the promoter, I'm going to sell you a bundle of tickets, maybe 50 at $10 each. So I'm going to need $500, and then you go and sell them, and then. And here's where the catch is on the pay-to-play system.
Okay.
You don't get the $500 back. Sometimes you just get like 20 or 10% of that back. And so.
Why is that?
Yeah, how's that fair?
It's middleman. Middleman is what's going on. Now, the whole point of this post, he's calling out one specific guy. So let's go ahead. You saw in the video. We'll throw it out there. It is Tully, a part of Definitive Productions, and this was the target of his attack. He's a promoter that's been around town. I know he's been involved in things like radio stations and stuff, and one by one he keeps getting shut out. And we've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of things.
So he's got a reputation already.
Him, like others.
Okay.
He's got a partner who kind of sits in the back, too. He's been a guest in the past, and we'll get there. So to try to sell again how the beef all went down, Jamie posts something. I shared it. No commentary. I just shared it. Because, when I get on Facebook and I see things, sometimes I don't want to read it or I'm drunk enough and I'm just like, I'll find it tomorrow. So I just hit a share. It's my way of bookmarking that shit.
Okay.
For this, artist, promoter, venue is something important to me and I'm interested and I want to find out more. And I want to read the comments. I want to see what people are doing. Because, again, I care, and this is a subject that I've talked about. To prove Jamie's point, Tully started firing off with comments on Facebook on that post, and then would delete them, and then he would send off private messages to everybody. And the fun part, now this is where Dowdy gets to have his fun. Dowdy's just sitting around doing absolutely nothing, going, yeah, I'll share this. Yeah, and I'm drinking about...
And crying.
Yeah, to a Lego movie.
Making Legos.
Homeboy hits me up. Don't think we know each other? You're sharing something that's pretty inappropriate to me or it's insensitive, whatever. I'm not verbatim here, but to that point. And I said, dude, I just shared because I'm an observer. Your beef is with Jamie, not me.
Yeah.
Followed by idiot. And pretty much let me know that basically he could crush me. The insults, the threats, all that stuff happened. Followed by now we were talking about hidden partner. There's been separation publicly, but this is kind of like silent partner. We know Amrik is a part of Definitive Productions. He fires off immediately after with a message saying, this is bad for the scene and it could be bad for you too. Threats. And he's good with his wordings to try to play around and dance to not be outwardly, but this is a guy that also, after Festivus, hit me up and said, dude, how'd it go? It didn't go as well as I wanted. I lost a lot. It sucked. And I got the basic message from him. I was waiting for the phone call, man, because I could have really saved your event. And it was like, fuck you, man.
It's that power thing again.
To stroke your own dick all you want, man. But I told him, I'm like, I'm not feeling good right now. I'm hurting right now. This event sucked. It sucks for me. I'm in a bad spot, and you come in with that little jab because you feel you got to be something. And this is a guy who's come on the show in the past, who brought a whole horde of people, and was explaining that promoters here in the Valley, they're all about themselves, so they got to bring in a whole entourage. And this is a knock on Art Silva, who we had issues with.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around like, you got a photographer, a videographer. You got the guy who just shows up drinking whiskey, pissing all over the bathroom, not even in the toilet. There wasn't one drop, man. It was just piss everywhere. You got a couple of chicks. You got a couple of rappers who stepped up on me because they asked me to listen to music. I said, I'm not a rap guy. I couldn't give you one. I agreed to do it. I said, where's the hook? I don't like this. And they wanted to fight me. This is the entourage that he rolls with. So it's a lot of horseshit, a lot of bullshit going on. And in private message, too, on the phone. I've heard him say, I just want to see the scene burn, man. I don't care. It's going to be... So, I know who this guy is. Now, a knock on me is that I've always been centrist. I've always been a moderate. I always try to play things. I don't want to air dirty laundry. I don't want to be that guy. But, it's a new show, as I said earlier on.
It's a new Dowdy.
So, fuck it. We're going to go in. So, Tully, Amrik, hit me up. That made me go, all right, let's get the camera out. We're going to have some fun. Defensive Productions. I'll make you famous. And I think I've done more promotion for their company than they've done for any band in the last year, just in like 24 hours. But no, dirty laundry all aside, man. I know the shots are coming. By the way, if you guys, Amrik or Tully, you want to call in, just know I've got special envelope, and we'll hold it every show until I get that message. If you really want to throw down the final end game, I mean, this is Game of Thrones season 8. This is the White Walkers taking the incestually created child and finally raping the crap out of him to be a White Walker. I'll get you. I got you.
That was visceral.
But the scene, man. This is the type of stuff, and I like that Jamie went for it. Now, it is cold and it's brutal and it's out there.
Yeah.
Jamie, if you followed him on Facebook at any time recently, you know that he's on a crusade. He's on a mission. It doesn't matter. Politics especially, he's definitely more left-leaning, a lot of social issues. And he's, you can tell, crisis of conscience, he's out there just firing on anything that he feels is the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of bands have been scared to comment or say anything because they're worried that they'll lose stage time. Everybody's worried about this stuff. And, we don't need to make a drama out of something if it's not there. We don't have to build it up. But sometimes there are just negative people who are dragging shit down, and it should be called out. And I'm glad that Jamie did it. And it was kind of fun to get brought along. Because anytime I get off... Anytime I do something that's not just in front of this mic live here, that means someone motivated me. And, okay, let's do this. And I like that I got the threat, too. This is bad for everyone, and it can be bad for you. It can hurt when you're
that makes you feel good inside.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking,
you did something right then.
I'm like, what are you going to do? Are you going to book E40 to come into the studio during my show and I won't be able to come in my own house?
Yeah, you have to do the podcast out in
What
the
do you
back.
got? I'm not the one for you to be shooting shots on. Yeah, okay.
I won't let you play in this. I don't play. What did you
I don't perform anywhere. I perform here for like 4 people. Come on.
You hurt his ego, and that's what you really did. That was the issue right there.
I'm seeing comments, and obviously I knew this was going to blow up to be a thing. I'm seeing, like, classic Amrik from Maddie. I'm looking at a list of people who have been responding to this stuff, and there's been private messages coming in, there's been phone calls, there's been texts. To me, Jamie has a whole other Facebook world. Our rings of connection are not very similar, and he's been getting them too. At some point, Tully, Amrik, you should know that your shit stinks, and there's a reason this follows you. You keep getting further and further. I mean, you're going to see the next big show from Definitive Productions out in Layton, California, because no one else will allow them.
Layton? They play Layton, dog?
Layton's the place to be, man. You got to hit that shit.
That's where all the
Where is Layton?
It's
That's an excellent question.
go south,
Yeah.
drink a lot,
Yeah.
close your eyes until you feel the bumps on the freeway and try to readjust, and eventually you'll get there. That's Layton. It's if we're gonna make the scene better, man. There's got to be calling out of people who are bad, who are There was a long list of people who good promoters. Nolan Davis comes to mind immediately. I know there's been a lot of stuff said about Art Silva. He's a guest next week, and you think I'm gonna be nice about it, but he's had his own bad shit too.
Yeah.
It's been called out, and this guy dealt with Amrik as well. And I've talked with Art, and he sat away from a lot of people for a while. He needed to do the same thing I did, the 2013 version, where I needed to just go away from everyone and recover.
Yeah.
Art's a good guy. Nolan's a good guy. There's a lot of good promoters who are taking care of the artists. There's a back and forth conversation. How can we do something better? Because it's about promoting the scene. But unfortunately,
Supporting each other.
we talk about the scene like it's this toxic, ugly thing, and it all sucks. Every performer, every artist is actually just pure shit. It's they're slapping dicks on strings, and that's what they call music. That's an attitude that comes out, but it's only because there's a couple sick individuals who really poison the well. And if we just... This is where I'm on board with this. Remove the sick ones. Call them out in any and every way possible. Remove them. And, the rest of us are going to have a good time. By the way, Jocko Tuesday is from Layton. Yeah, I got that out. Thanks, man.
Hey.
Sorry, Jocko.
Hey,
1 out of the 10.
Anyone... Now,
I'm from worse.
I know this is going to be... people are not going to want to call in because they're afraid of putting their voice or their name to something. Just do it. Because this is the moment. Jamie
Just
started.
do it.
Yeah, come on.
Jamie started the movement, man. The beef really is with Jamie. Now I guess I threw my name in the hat because
Yeah.
Sure,
I'm
but
going live broadcast.
Neither of you have anything to lose in this particular venue, so just do your thing. And because he's shitting on all sorts of other people, the two of them, and Definitive Productions, from what I can understand, and that's not going to help anyone because then everyone loses in that situation because all the other promoters have to start doing shady shit just to compete with what they're doing, and it's a bad situation. 360.
Yeah, I just think it's something of circumstance. It is probably, they just happen to have that grasp on the market where they feel like they can really, take control of the artist. And I think we have a caller.
We have a caller. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, turn your radio down in the back. I've always wanted to say that.
I think you say that every time.
Sorry.
You going to give us a name or you just going to
Hello.
talk?
This is James.
James. Oh, he cried wolf. Now he's crying anger. Throw down what you got, man. I know you want this.
I just honestly, I'm not gonna sit there and just completely. I'm just gonna share my experiences. First and foremost, my personal experience mainly has been with Amrik. And I'm not going to come out the gate just talking shit on Amrik, all that type of stuff. I'm more going along the lines of he did us wrong, but Amrik doesn't throw shit shows all the time, and I give him that. There's been a handful of friends of ours that he's helped out, and power to them. But when it comes to us and Amrik, the story goes pretty deep. But it all falls around the category of unfulfilled promises. He talks up a lot. I remember he made us feel very, very, very like we were very unique, especially when we first met. And he was just kind of getting on his own thing and everything, doing like that. And so we felt like we were going to be going with them.
Like he's talking to you like the hot chick at the bar, and he's telling you how important and smart
Basically,
you are.
yeah. And then
all he's wanted to do is fuck you.
Yeah, you do not sound like a hot chick at the bar.
Sorry, go ahead, James.
It was we had a bad show, and the way it came about was there was a lot of behind the scenes type of stuff that made it go not the way that we wanted to go. But like I said, he's look, you said it earlier. He's very, very good with his words. And so a lot of the times, like, I'll talk to him, and sometimes I get stupid. And sometimes I'm pretty passive until I'm pushed to a limit. And he's when it comes to talking, he's gotten the better hand of me. And I give him that. Usually I refer it to another member of my band who's better with his words, and he usually handles it. But he very talks you up, and it kind of doesn't really deliver at the end of the day.
James, I got a question for you. Because you're actually calling in, you're wanting to put your name to your voice and throw it out there, and you're a band. And the concern, and this is what I've heard a lot of private conversations, not only about these two, but other promoters here in town, or other venues, or whatever. No one's willing to say things publicly because they're worried about losing stage time, opportunities. I mean, the chance to play with the drummer of Seven Mary 3, because that's the only living member left. Is that a thing that bands need to get over? And I'd like to think that bands should be like, no, F this. We can do it. We can make a show on our own. It's easy. Go talk to the venue. Set up something. But do you think that's the biggest fear right now, why people won't call out someone on their shit?
Especially specific promoters are actually pretty good at scare tactics. They make you feel like that they're going to have all these big shows, and you're going to be the back of the line when you want to get on them. So it's a huge scare tactic, especially when me and Amrik have exchanged words. And specifically remember he said that promoters have multiple lives and really can't be touched, and the only people that hurt when you call someone out are the bands, the fans, and the venues. He basically told me that promoters are untouchable. And that's kind of what set me off in the whole ordeal. And then since we don't really like talk to a lot of the other bands about these situations, we just kind of keep to ourselves. And we just it's not really talked about. We don't know if other people are having these issues, so we just don't want to call back without any troops, And then especially since Jamie went out there and just kind of went out on the limb and just called out these two people, and I've had issues with them before in the past, I decided to get behind him, I mean, he took the leader out, and I'm going to follow.
We need to put a statue up for Jamie.
Right. No, honestly, I follow his stuff, and he's a great guy. I mean, his music is fucking tight, and just shout out to Cockamamie Jamie out there. He's doing a fucking badass job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was basically our experience at Amrik. Especially since our ties aren't that great anymore, we've had discussions with a band or two that are really close to us, so we had and they've shared almost similar stories that he likes to say, dude, you're my favorite band in the Valley. I want to help you out. I want to get you guys to the next level. And come to find out, he said that to multiple bands in the area. He's got a line, and he uses it to flirt.
It sounds like an abusive husband. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. James,
you got gaslit, dog.
Final thing, man. Hit me.
Yeah. One more time. Sorry, Harry.
Final thing, man. I'm letting you know I'm going to hang up on you.
Give us your last word.
Nice.
No, I mean, look, you got to understand, I got a valuable stage time, and you're fucking up my whole thing. You haven't sold enough tickets to be on the show this long.
That's a Tully original.
I want to get you on the show. You're great. You're the best guy here.
Just get off, though. No.
Yeah, no. And then with Tully, we never booked a show, fortunately. I've gotten too many bad reviews about him that we've been lucky enough to avoid it. But mainly him, I remember I helped put on the Chester Bennington Memorial Show at Strummers with Nolan and Numbskull. They helped me put all that together, and they did an amazing job. We raised over, I think it was $2,400 or something like that.
And Chester's alive again, right?
We raised a lot of money for suicide prevention. We raised it for the National Suicide Hotline.
Now I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah.
Now.
Grab the potatoes. Grab the potatoes.
But no, I remember there was a status posted by Tully, and my friend tagged me in. He was concerned. He was like, I think they're talking about your show. So I went and I commented. And then instead of backing up and saying, oh, no, this is about your show, he just dug into me. And then he starts looking into my show. And he was like, oh, have you not contacted the area? You're committing donor fraud. So now he's throwing this thing around, I'm committing donor fraud. This is like the first show I've ever fucking had the idea just to put together. And now I'm trying to do a good thing, for a man in a band that I've looked up to since I was very young. And the whole thing is just heartbreaking to me, and I just wanted to do something. And it was a very, very successful show. A lot of people came out. A lot of people paid tribute. A lot of people had a good time, and we got to enjoy ourselves in light of the situations that were happening. And the whole time, he's just, and even a recent conversation, because I commented on that thread, he came and hit me up. So then he personally came back at me and was talking shit about the show and everything. So that was just my 2 cents. I just wanted to call and show you that
you hit
I'm
a
not scared
nerve
anymore.
because Scotty just posted #enlightened. Hey James, we got to get you back on the show at some point so you can smoke some kale in the office and we can
Definitely.
talk some
Next
business.
420 bash, I'm ready.
Oh God, the 420 show. Okay, thanks for calling in and thanks for putting your voice and name out there on this. It needs to happen.
No, thank you. And again, this is me talking. It's actually against the advice of one of my band members. He's like, just let it go, just let it go. But me as a person, I'm coming out there. I'm saying it. This is on me. And if you want to come at me, then fucking come at me, bro.
Well, he will. He's private.
Shit.
He's private messaging you right now.
He's gonna slide in those DMs.
Private messages.
We don't need him to get out of the valley anymore. We've already gotten out of the valley, so we're gonna keep doing our thing. We're gonna keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
Maybe he can go back to Lancaster. Thanks for calling, man.
Keep on keeping on.
No
man.
problem. Thank you guys.
Bye.
I like. There was one thing he talked about in there that definitely grabbed my attention, and he was talking about promoters who are angling bands, putting pressure on bands. You will not get stage time. You will not get blah blah blah. Hi, I'm Dowdy. I run a podcast that's on a show or a station called Longbox. It's 24/7. It supports local bands. I'm also on another more major airwaves thing.
Yeah.
Promoters like Art Silva next week are coming on this show to promote their show using my platform. So when it comes to, I don't know, I think this is a miss. When you want to throw threats and insults or you will never be a part of anything, we're talking the food chain right now. I know it sounds really bold and big of me, but
You can just cut
little
off the
fish,
middle.
what the fuck are you saying right now? Because if Amrik and Tully had not sent me a message this weekend, none of this would be going on. We'd be playing with Legos right now for a game for the show.
Awesome. Wait, are you serious? They ruined Lego time?
They ruined Lego time.
Oh my god.
And ruining more time.
I
Oh, we
officially
got a
hate
caller.
them.
What's
I
up?
officially hate them now.
Hello?
Ruining more time.
What?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Hello? Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Are you Tully?
Am I Tully? No, I'm some Mexican that worked with Tully, though.
Nice.
Oh, what's up, Irv? Sorry, I just called your shit out. What's up, man? What you got?
What? Why you got to call me Tully, though? Like them's fighting words.
Fighting words.
I'm white, you're Mexican, fight words, let's go.
Triggered.
Hey, you already said we all look alike in Cali, right?
Just understand my son is half Mexican. I'm allowed to say these comments, right? I'm grandfathered in.
Hey, Chris, I tell you what, I'm only half Mexican, too.
From the waist down? Or from the paycheck
Pretty
up?
much. No. From the gut down.
You're really going for it, man.
It's
From
Irv.
the
He's
gut
cool.
down, I'm half Mexican.
Okay, tell us what you got.
So check it out. I mean, Chris, you know my story, man. And my brand, do you mind if I shout out my brand?
Yeah, send me $25 on the PayPal later. But go ahead, hit it.
Fucking Venmo me a fucking bill or whatever. I don't care. Anyway, so
No, you can say your name. God damn it, dude.
So check it out, man. I'm a transplant. I'm from SoCal. I'm not a Fresno boy. I'm not a 5'9", born whatever you want to call Fresno people. Not that. I'm a transplant.
Sad.
A straight up transplant. I came here in 2006, fell in love with 5'9". I love Fresno. Fresno is my new home. I always tell people Fresno is my blood. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, back in, let's say 2012, I started a brand called Rebel Lion Gear. Rebel Lion Gear or Rebellion Gear, however you want to play the words on. It's based on not conforming and not taking a stand or kneeling. It's just saying, fuck you. This is who we are. This is what we do. Started it just to help reggae music because reggae at that time was still growing. There was a lot of bands.
Hit me with the meat on this, man. Sorry, I'm being a radio guy now.
I hear you. Meet up with Tully. He starts helping me. I think he's a good dude. Bashes the music that I'm into, bashes the people that I'm trying to work with, but I still think there's some sort of good in him because I'm trying to make something happen, right? Long story short, we create 559 Fest. We together create 559 Fest. I give the bands the majority of the money of the ticket sales. Let's talk about 80% to the bands, 20 back to us versus 20 to the bands, 80 to us.
Can I perform for you?
I know.
We did it. We took care of the bands. We only asked for a very minimal fee. After the fact, my 16-year-old son started doing stuff for him. And I started saying, hey, look, I'll work for free, no problem. I'm an old man, and I got my career, but you got to start paying my boy. When it comes to the point where, hey, I need money for my son because you're making him work, and the boy's still in school, and he's staying up late for you, and I'm allowing it, you need to show him something that proves that you appreciate it. Doesn't happen. At the end of the day, him and I, we have words. I decide I don't want to work with him or for him or help him. At the end of the day, I'm still doing my thing. He still owes me some money. And I'm blocked. My 16-year-old is blocked. He won't say anything to me or my boy because he knows I'll walk down the street where he works and just throat punch him. Straight up.
Irv, I gotta cut you short on this one, but I love everything you're saying, and you got me. I'm cutting you off mainly because I have a bunch of stuff I want to say now. But we got to bring you on. I know you got an event coming up. We will bring you on and talk about that. Plus, this topic is not going away. I've been doing it for 2+ years. We're gonna do this. So thanks, Irv, for calling in, and I hope we're all even now.
Love you, man. Love you. All right, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for calling in, man.
So, okay. And Irv said a couple things there, and again, I made the joke a couple times tonight. New show. This is because in the past I kept things quiet. Now I've been hearing centrists being a moderate is bad. It's not going to work. You're shit for doing it. Well,
devil.
When you push someone to walk away from middle ground, you just know some shit's going to happen. Some shit's going to go down. When he's talking about good people, I'm someone that even we've had past crew members that I've not wanted to deal with. We've had drama and battles inside the studio, and I've always been one to bend over backwards to help everyone out. That's what he was saying about Tully, trying to find the good in him. But sometimes they're just not good, and sometimes you just got to call it out. And I think that Jamie, again, I'm making a statue for him. I'm going to knock down a Robert E. Lee statue, and I'm putting Cockamamie Jamie up in his place. Look, he's Native American. He belongs on that thing first anyways, right?
Where's your sack of potatoes?
I'm just going to hold this.
Just
the
put it
rest
on
of
your
the
shoulder,
show.
yeah.
And you know what's funny? Because he was talking about getting comments from Tully or whatever. Since this video came out, and I know Tully and Amrik, hi guys, how you doing, are listening right now, not one comment. And that bums me out because I can't do this envelope tonight. I really wanted to bust this out.
Yeah,
But
man.
just understand, the first message, the first thing, like fire. Dude, I got a torpedo locked and loaded. It's like Trump with his heart on to North Korea right now. I'm ready to fire.
Fire and fury.
We got something good. It's the kill shot engaged. Just hit me. I'm not going to go any more on this topic tonight. I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Good. Because we got more shows of this coming. And I know we got to wrap it up. We've been running long. Justin, you're like, I just want to make a movie, dude.
I said never again. No, seriously, I want to make another movie.
Let's go ahead and take a break. Quickie. So those listening live, don't go pee yet. This is like 30 seconds. We'll come right back. We're going to finish up the show. We got the Dowdies coming up, the awards for the night. Anthony, you've been on it, right?
Sure.
Shit. We're going to sadly close the show. Final plugs, all that stuff. Talk about what's happening next week. We'll be right back. It's the hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM. You're tuned in to hashtag DDP Live here on Longbox.FM.